Hello and welcome to the Excel Cave. Today we're going to talk about using the if formula to pull down cell values into blank cells where you want to just pull in a value from an above cell and make it go down and fill in one or several cells below it. Situations that you might see the need to do that are, let's say maybe you have like a text report that you move into Excel, you import into Excel, and like in this example here, we have a list of our employees with their employee ID number, and each section is grouped by the department, and it's only a heading, and maybe just for the sake of illustration, we want the department name to be on every single row after the employee name. Well, you can make that happen with the if formula. So let's just open this file in Excel. This one is tab delimited. Let me blow this up for you a little bit. So you can see we have the department name above each section, and the goal is to get the department name to the right of every single employee. So the first thing you need to do in order for this to work is to make sure you have a blank cell above your starting point. So we're going to start in cell C2, and when you're doing this kind of thing, what you need to look for is something that's unique that happens that would distinguish the start of a new change, and I'll show you what exactly that means. So let's just start out right now. We're going to say if cell A2 equals department, we want to pull in the department name. Otherwise, we want to pull in the cell above. So if the statement is true, if the value in cell A2 equals department, we want to pull in the value from B2, which is the department name. So that is our true statement. Our false statement is pull in the above cell. So you can see here this value is clearly true. But now when we come down here, cell A3 does not equal department. So what do we want to do? We want the false value. We want to pull in the department name there. You can see this works very well for utilizing the false statement to pull in the value we want from the above cell where the true statement begins. And so that'll keep going until so all of these values here are all falses. There's no department in any of these cells in column A until you come down to the next department. And you can see this is the first true statement after many falses here. And then the cycle repeats itself. So we have true, false, 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 all the way down until we get down to the executive. Oh, I'm sorry, I skipped a cell here. And you can see it just, that's how it works. So maybe you're saying, well, this example works here, but I don't have a department in what I'm trying to do at my workplace or home. You just really have to kind of look and see how things change when you're trying to do this. Let's just say, for example, there's just a blank value. There is no department. We'll delete all of these. Let's just assume that, well, there's really only a header above the names that just says the department name. So in that case, what we could do is say, well, what starts the new trend? Well, right after this blank cell, an employee ID number populates the cell below it. So what we could do is say, if A2 is blank, which you would use double quotes, then we want the value from cell B2, otherwise pull the cell above. And you can see that when we drag that down, that works exactly the same way. Our true statement is, if cell A2 is blank, then pull in cell B2, the department name. If that statement is false, pull in the cell above. So you can see, again, this is true, and all of these are false. This is actually a true, but it's just pulling in another blank cell, so it's true, but it's just like it's pulling in nothing because cell B11 is blank. And then another true statement, and then false, 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 all the way down here. And so that's how that works, and that's how you can utilize the if formula to pull in cells from above by first starting with a true statement where the change occurs, and then using the false statement to pull in the cell above. Thanks for watching, guys.